Yeah, I came from a home where there was active alcoholism. My father was a heavy drinker. He was a World War II fighter pilot who brought the war home with him. But I started with alcohol probably 15, 16, and then started using marijuana about age 17. And by the time I got into college, I went to acting school at Carnegie Mellon University. I was eventually advised to withdraw, and that really literally had a lot to do with my use, because I got into psychedelics and I got into, other stuff. But mostly it was alcohol that took the edge off, and I started to develop a tolerance for alcohol. And by the time I was ending my career with alcohol, my average consumption was about half a gallon of vodka a day. The disease took me down, and I finally reached that point of no return. I believe in guardian angels because there have been one or two episodes in my life where they have shown up. But this was a case where the guardian angel, my father, it was my father. He committed suicide when I was 15. And I just remember saying, oh God, I can't do this anymore. I just can't do this. And that's when the voice came. It was my father's voice. And I can't explain why, but there it was. And the voice said, it's not your time to go yet. Get help now. So that's how long ago it was. It was November 1st of 1981. So I woke up 36 hours later, and my sister had left my favorite science fiction anthology in a carton of Camel non-filters on my bedside table. And I had a pair of pajamas that didn't fit, and a seersucker bathrobe, and those foam slippers with have a nice day smiles on them that were this ugly olive green color. And there I was at the Salvation Army. I remember people at those meetings where they said, look, it's not about stopping for the rest of your life. It's about taking it a day at a time. And anybody can take it a day at a time, an hour at a time, a minute at a time. And I started attending 2 meetings a day. I said, hit 90 meetings in 90 days. What I know about vulnerability is and about group therapy and why those things work and why things like AA meetings work is that if I can risk putting something out there and risk that you're either going to come down on me or you're going to leave, but be that vulnerable and say, look, I'm hurting right now and I need some help with this, or, I'm in a lot of pain, or I'm in major grief because I just lost somebody, I lost a good friend, or I lost a relative, or my marriage, whatever went south. But if I can talk about that brings a vulnerability for somebody else. When I'm that vulnerable, that creates greater safety. That's the paradox behind it. If I can say, hey, look, there's something going on with me, then that gives somebody else in that group permission to say, hey, wait a minute, me too. Me too. And that's what creates greater intimacy and greater safety, is the ability to be vulnerable. And so now, I'm able to laugh at myself. I'm able to, when people make fun of me, I'm able to still laugh at myself. I might bristle a little bit initially, but I'm also able to accept some criticism when somebody says, hey, I've got an issue I need to talk to you about, and here's my issue. Hey, look, there's a bright spot in this world, that I'm entitled to if I'm willing to do the soul work. So that's kind of where things are at, pretty much, with me at this point.